Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to take a look at why the Great Tomb of Nazarick and its denizens are so scary, cruel and panic-inducing. But before we are doing so, let me thank my Patreons for supporting this channel. Now, for this development of horrific denizens and the sheer terror they ooze, we can make out a couple of culprits. First and foremost, Yggdrasil, or rather its level and class system in and of itself, contributed indirectly to all of the scary things found in the Great Tomb of Nazarick, because heteromorph players were oftentimes despised and hunted down remorselessly, especially by humanoid players, since again, they were less than unpopular. Ainz Ooal Gown himself had been chased, hunted, and almost killed off by a raid group made out of high-level humans and humanoid players, and only Touchme's timely intervention saved him. By the way, this is no helmet, this is his face. And the reason for why heteromorphs became the target of other players is because the game demanded the death of heteromorphs, and possibly heteromorph players, in order to unlock certain classes, skills, and spells, which naturally pitted one player group against another, and with most of the players favoring humans and humanoid characters. Over the heteromorph option, the balance of power had been shifted against the heteromorph player base. This is also part of the reason why Buku Buku couldn't find a guild that would take her in, which then had ultimately led to the formation of Ainz Ooal Gown, and then, shortly after, Ainz Ooal Gown, led by Touchme and then Momonga, as a heteromorph-only guild, and as a means to defend each other and strike back. The guild now was feared and despised, and since heteromorphs were already seen by many as monsters and hated by vast amounts of the player base, Ainz poured more fuel into the fire and suggested at one point that they should play their part, take their bad reputation as their own, and embrace it. And so they became the monsters they have been perceived as. And while Ulbert isn't an objective advisor when it comes to the term of evil, since he loved to act as his evil demon goat alter ego, the guild made good on his idea. And they became very focused on PKing, or player killing, making them not only despised, but indeed feared by many other guilds and players throughout the 9 worlds of Yggdrasil online. And they not only became PKers, but they became also quite good at being quite bad. Their guild truly became a horde of evil, filled to the brim with demons, undead, and other creatures with negative karma, with a dark lord on a dark throne at its heart. And Ainz acted his part as the evil overlord to the point where he, despite being a member of one of the most formidable player-killer guilds, chose to tweak his character build in such a way so that it may reflect the role of an evil ruler, instead of making sure it is min-maxed for PvP battles, like for example Perronchino's or Touchme's character builds were. So one could say Nazarick, being an evil PKing heteromorph guild, is part of a self-fulfilling prophecy. And true to their roleplay, not only the guild members, but also the characters and the lore they had created, became evil in description and karma, with only very few good karma creatures dwelling inside of the Great Tomb of Nazarick. And the last point is probably one of the most important aspects: fear. While Yggdrasil Online wasn't reality, and thus just a game, it nonetheless has been a dive MMORPG, a very advanced game with photorealistic graphics, so even in the grim future of the 22nd century, GPUs are more available than today. And this photorealistic look had been combined with a first-person perspective and a sense of touch, which makes all of the horrors inside the Great Tomb a threat not only to the characters of the players, but to the psyches of the players invading the Great Tomb of Nazarick as well. Imagine this: you have put another 14-hour workday behind you, You run on only 4 hours of sleep. And now you finally want to enjoy a few hours of gaming. You break into the guild base of Ainz Ooal Gown, fight through the first absolutely identical looking areas with the exact same wall textures stretching on for miles and miles, lulling you in a false sense of security until you step into a room, notice the glowing sign on the ground, and get teleported into the black capsule. And now, especially if you have chosen to protect yourself with this fine example of bikini armor, right here, you will feel the limbs and legs, wings and backs of millions upon millions of cockroaches in all sizes crawling on your skin and under your armor. And at this point, even while your in-game character might resist the fear effect, you at home in your gaming chair will feel the sheer terror and disgust that this sudden sensation will bring upon you. As a consequence of this panicked reaction, you might kill off trash mobs by using your most powerful spell, only available once every 24 hours, and in general, be terrified, and thus behave not exactly strategic, calm, and coordinated. So the terror and shock value is the last aspect that contributes to this evil nature of Ainz Ooal Gown. And even some of the supreme beings themselves were utterly shocked after, for example, entering the frozen prison and witnessing what kind of older sister Tabula Smaragdina had created for Rubedo and Albedo. And if they are unsettled by it, normal human players will be more than just surprised by her, or the other denizens of the Great Tomb of Nazarick. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Almighty Dio, Badgar Yi, Ben C, Chrissy, Sia, Death is Mercy, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Haster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, Kratos, Chromius, Legendarius, Lelouch V Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Matthew, Mr. Shoes, Michael R, Michael Y, O'Kill, Paddy Pantom, Primus 11, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Texas Deer, the Orc Warboss, Rock Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Venture Fanatic, Wave of Manga, Wilhelm, and Sonnegon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon under my next video. Over and out.